Alright, everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 29th, 2011. And this one's really late because this came out on March 6th. Or March 9th, in my area, I believe. Yeah, March 9th. So today we're looking at the Dragunity Structure. Otherwise known as Dragunity Legion. And to be completely honest with you, I've already done the... I think I did what I did in my first video. I separated cards into good, bad, meh. Well, I didn't do meh, but I did meh this time, and there's actually quite a few cards in this deck that just suck. I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at the monsters. There's a couple monsters in here I don't think anybody would ever use for Dragunity, like Flying Kamakiri, but you know, the main reason why I have Kamakiri in the good pile is because it is a tutor monster, and tutor monsters are somewhat of a thing these days, a little bit of a rarity these days I see in decks, and most people are going to be like, oh, they're so slow, you can't do anything with them. Well, you can make game-breaking plays simply by getting them out there. Like, Kamakiri, you can get out ducks. You know, I think that's a combo right there. You control it, and you get a 1700, that's originally a 1500, I mean, come on, and that occurs after damage step, by the way. So they could stop it, but they can't do much about it. And then you have Arma Mistelaine. He's not bad. He's actually pretty good because you can get any level 3 or lower dragon from the graveyard and equip him to it. That's Dragunity. Speaking of Dragunities, Aclix, I don't need to tell you. So anybody about this dude at all? He's pretty good. Master Dragon for tutors. This one kind of conflicts with twin-headed. Personally, I like twin-headed. He's a level 3 lower dragon that comes back, so you can. He kind of goes into the meh pile. Now that I think about it, he really does conflict with the deck. But Dark Sphere is your basic level 3 tuner, and he really doesn't do anything other than seek out for stuff. But he's one of the main tuners of the deck. To the meh pile, we actually have the main ultra rare of the deck in the meh pile, which may surprise you all, but to be completely honest, why would I give up field advantage for a 2600 beater? Just to get monsters. It doesn't make much sense to me. Because here's the thing. Yeah, you get the monsters back, but on the flip side of that, you're losing a bunch of field presence for one card, and it's not that worth it. Especially if you're applying a lot of pressure already, and considering the fact that there's a bunch of negation going around right now that basically stops his effect cold. Like, an effect Veiler will also stop his effect cold. You know, because it's negated completely until the end phase of the turn. So, really, there is not much you can do with him. Especially with effect Veilers running around with Chaos, making kind of a resurgence. Twin-headed, I already talked about. Javelin, it has to be destroyable in the battle. I almost said battle zone from Duel Masters. Yeah, Kitten Zone. But Javelin in the battle zone, it has to be destroyable in the battle zone, and really, I don't know what more you can do with this guy. Instead of sending it to graveyard, it doesn't really have a place. It's just there to be there, I guess. It is a tuner, if that means anything. So, Miltum, it's okay. Like, let's bring a dude back, make him a monster again. It's not that great. Legionnaire, I shouldn't have to explain much about Legionnaire at all, except for the fact that it's really freaking cool. Level 2 or lower dragon type in your graveyard, and equip it to this card. You may send blah 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 to this monster goes right. It's basically it's your basic removal for the deck. So if you're really desperate to get rid of something, there you go. You got Legionnaire, and the absolute worst of the deck. Konami, stop this. Stop with armed dragons, please. I swear to you, they put these in the freaking Red Eyes Black Darkness Dragon thing. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon deck. This is also horrible. Why are you putting in Spear Dragon? He's just a beater. Stop it. Make your decks good. Like that one. Why is he in here, first of all? He's not that great. He's a 1600. You cannot normal summon him. You have to remove from play one mid monster, which you want in the graveyard, by the way. And you can change the battle position for a monster, but big deal. He's vulnerable to Bottomless. He gets eaten. Hunter Owl is blah at best. I don't really like him. Why? Why? Now Brown to Stock is actually one of the few Dragunity cards I picked on in the deck. When this card is equipped to a monster, that monster can attack twice. Big deal. Okay, big deal. Yeah, he's a level 1 tuner. Yeah, he's got all this shit, but he's not as great as you would. He's not that good. Like, there's better choices. Tribus, most special. He's too weak. It's saying like Kagamusha. I know that's like saying Kagamusha's too weak, but Kagamusha, like, at least with him, you could get Shien. With him, you're only getting something from the deck to the graveyard, and then it's going to get eaten alive. This is by far the worst Dragunity in the deck. Okay, it's a 5-star 2200, which means it gets run over by everything in the format. And when it's normal summon or special summon, you can select what face-up Lean type Dragunity monster you control, equip it with one from your deck. Yeah, you get something from the deck, but really, am I really going to waste deck space on this? No. Awful garbage. There's only 2 really good spells in here. Ravine, not for obvious reasons. For those of you who don't know what Ravine does, once per turn, during your main phase, you can discard 1 card to activate one of these effects. Add 1 level 4 lower Dragunity monster from your deck to your hand, or send 1 Dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Both of those are really flexible, really good. Can give you a lot of options. Personally, for me, I'm going to be using the second effect more than the first, but that's just me. And then Burial, I shouldn't have to tell anyone about Burial. It just makes combos go nuts. Mech cards are, oddly enough, some of the 3 more powerful of the cards in the deck. These 2, Mage Power gives your dudes 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap. This gives them 800 attack, I want to say. Yeah, 800 attack for each spell and trap, for each monster on the field, excuse me. They're not bad by any means, but really, that's just a waste of deck space you could use for MST or Giant Trinades and such. And then Card Destruction, both players have to discard their hands. It's good if you've got a really bad starting hand full of tuners and you need to get rid of them real quick. That's where Card Destruction comes in. I don't know if I'd run it in the main deck, though. If you really want to disrupt decks, go for it, but honestly, you might be mulliganing them a good hand. You might just, if you play it on turn 1, you're essentially giving your opponent a free mulligan. But if they end up having a god hand and you force them to mull that hand, it can be pretty good. It can be a pretty good pick. And then, why are these here? There's not enough creatures to abuse the creature swap for one thing. You only have 3 tuners in the deck. 3 monsters in the deck. 4 if you count Tribus. It's blah. It's blah. Monster Reincarnation. I want my dudes in the graveyard. Why do I want them back to my hand? Unless I'm going for the beaters or something. I don't know. Destroy one spell or trap, inflict 500. MST does a way better job than Stamping Destruction ever could. Plus, it's a quick play. This isn't a normal spell that doesn't do anything. Gunfire, oh my god. No. Burn. Burn this card. You see this? This is burned. This is officially burned. Now, Dragon Mastery is also a theme card I picked on. It's surprisingly the only card I picked on. Each monster you control is equipped with a Dragunity monster gains 500 attack. Once per turn, you can select 1 face-up monster you control to equip 1 Dragon-type Dragunity monster from your hand. Now, people might say that it's pretty bad of me to put that in that pile, but honestly, I'm not gonna. Why would I want to sacrifice my hand? Why would I want to get rid of crap? Why would I want to do that? Well, the thing is, if you have a wing, does it say dragon? Oh yeah, 1 Dragunity monster from your hand. Never mind. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that good to me. It's just a field hogger. All it does is make your dudes bigger. But then again, bigger is not necessarily bad. So I'll put it. So it's actually meh at best. But I don't really like it because to me, there's just way better choices. And then some of the best cards in the deck. Oh my gosh! And they're almost all traps. What is this madness? Yeah, Miati. Believe that if you will. We'll go look. Legacy Yadagarasu. They play Spirit. You draw 2. They MST this. Oh look, you get a free draw off it. It's pretty good. I used to play that a lot. Icarus attack. Sack Wing Beast. Destroy 2 cards on field. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to get the main guest. It's chainable. It's really good. Miyabi's also chainable, especially if you happen to run into a bottomless or a mirror force. Tribute to wind type. Spin a dude. Really good. Bottomless trap hole is also really good. Okay, I take that back. Bottomless is actually alright, but I don't know. I want to put it in meh, but I can't at the same time because it's been so good in the past few formats. I don't know, it's going to take a lot of testing for Bottomless. I've heard that it's okay, it's great. You know, I've heard mixed things, so it's mixed, really. Mirror Force, so if you're buying... Alright, listen to me very carefully. Rush out to buy this immediately if you don't have a Mirror Force, because Merrick Structure deck came with a Mirror Force, and they don't print those anymore. Get this while you can. Trust me, I picked up like 3 Merrick Structures and currently have 4 Mirror Forces lying around, 3 of which are common, 1 of which is actually an Ultra. Relief Monster, this is meh. It's a very, very mixed card again. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Select 1 monster you control and return it to the hand. Then special summon level 4 monster from your hand. This is a very LON-ish card to flavor-wise for me. It's not the best card, but it doesn't really fail either. It's just one of those mixed cards. And no, there's nothing on camera. Yeah, but here's a good reason why. Now, this isn't awful for a surprising reason. It basically changes the battle position of all of your opponent's monsters. Run Curse of Anubis because it does the job better and it makes all their defenses 0. And if you happen to have a piercing monster in the field, like say Spear Dragon for example, that's free 1900 damage. And Curse of Anubis negates all the effects of face-up effect monsters, which is basically every fucking thing in the format. And it's chainable like Windstorm too. So essentially this is just really, really bad. No. If you're running low attack monsters, why is this in here? All your monsters and your opponent's monsters, mind you, have to be in attack position, but there's much better choices like Solemn, blah, 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 blah. And then this, it just gives your dragons piercing. And what piercing is if your attack's higher than their defense, they take the difference, and they take holy fuck, they take the difference in damage to their life. And honestly, there's no reason why you're running Dragon's Rage in here. But casually, the deck's all... Casually, like, anything's viable in a casual environment. You can probably buy this, leave it, and just have fun running it. But if you're going to play in tournament with Dragunities, I'm actually going to throw in Tribus. I can't believe it, but... 1 Tribus. Legionnaire. Play these, play this, play this, play this, play Phalanx, play the Synchro. I can't remember the Synchro's name. I can't even remember the effect. I can't remember the effect of Phalanx and the other dude too. Bleh. One Icarus attack. Run 2 Icarus. 3 Ravine, and that's it from the deck. Well, hold on. Hold on. Where's that? Ah, damn it, where are you at? You almost made me fall on my ass, you stupid card game. Unless I put it out here. Yeah, I did. I put Bottomless. Yay. There's all your tournament-worthy cards from the deck if you buy 3 of them. There's the rest. Really isn't much to the deck. I mean, like, if you're a collector trying to complete his collection, you can go for this. But I'd only buy one of the decks. Because if you're not playing competitively, it kind of hurts your wallet. But if you want to play Dragunities competitively, you're going to need to buy 3 of these. Because I think Ravine is the only thing I know of that it comes out of that you can actually get in physical form. And not only that, but Aklix and Mistolain or whatever, the only 2 that come out of it. And for the record, I should have mentioned at the beginning, I have never played fucking Dragunities in my life, kind of like how I did with the Merrick Structure. I sort of knew how to play Gravekeepers. I didn't know how to play New Age Gravekeepers. But this is the best that I could possibly come out of from the deck. So if anybody has any comments they would like to leave saying, you know, what I could do better, I'd appreciate it. So anyway, that's it for this review. My verdict is buy it if you're a collector, otherwise avoid it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.